Morning everyone, I'm back in Huey's kitchen. So today I'm gonna make cruffins. A lot of people have asked me, how do you make your cruffins? A cruffin is a croissant and a muffin in one, and it's very delicious. You can add Nutella or jam to it at the end. So I'm going to show you step-by-step guide how I make them using my Thermomix and just some key ingredients that you have around the house, like your flour, your sugar, yeast, milk, honey. Everyone has those in their cupboard, so it's just ingredients you have on hand. It's really easy to do. It's not that hard. It's time consuming because you need to let it proof, but I'll show you how it goes. So enjoy the video, guys. So first off, you need milk, you need yeast, you need honey, you need baker's flour or bread flour or even plain flour, doesn't matter. You'll need sugar, you'll need salt. It says vanilla sugar in the recipe, but I just put vanilla essence. And you'll need some unsalted butter. So I'm going to show you step by step how I make my cruffins. So the first step, we're going to put 240 grams of milk into our Thermomix. And then we're going to add 10 grams of yeast. And to that we're going to add 15 grams of honey. Any honey will do, doesn't have to be the Australian honey. Any honey you have on hand will be good. So 15 grams of that. And then we're going to put the setting on 37. So we're going to blend it for 1 minute and 30 seconds on 37 degrees. On speed 3, and this is to activate the yeast. So I'm going to put it on speed 3. So now it's finished. We're going to add the other ingredients. So the next step is we're going to add 450 grams of baker's flour or bread flour or whatever flour you have. I have baker's flour, so we're going to add 450 grams of that. Then I'm going to add the 50 grams of sugar. And the good thing about a Thermomix, it weighs everything for you, so you don't have to pre-weigh anything. It's got a built-in scale, so it does the weighing for you. 50 grams of sugar. You don't have to use white sugar, you can use raw sugar. So I know a lot of people are health conscious and they prefer raw sugar, so you can add that instead. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. This is Himalayan salt that I've crushed in my Thermomix. So it weighs about 6 grams. The 1 teaspoon weighs about 6 grams of salt. And then I'm going to add 10 grams of vanilla paste. Mix it for 30 seconds. Don't forget to put the lid. I'm going to mix it for 30 seconds on speed 3. And that's just to mix all the ingredients together. So now the recipe is asking me to add 100 grams of melted butter. So my butter isn't melted, so I'm going to weigh it first, then microwave it to melt, and then I'm going to add it to my ingredients. So we're going to weigh 100 grams. Yeah, 100 exactly. So we're just gonna microwave this in 30-second intervals until it's all melted. So my butter has melted, and now I'm gonna add it to my recipe. So now that we've added the melted butter, we're gonna knead it on the dough function for 5 minutes. And we're gonna let our beautiful Thermomix do all the hard work for us, because I don't like hard work. I like everything simple. So here we go. So after 5 minutes, this is what the dough will look like after it's been kneading for 5 minutes. So beautiful, silky, smooth. So now we're going to empty it into our grease bowl, and we're going to let it proof for about an hour or two till it's doubled in size. And then I'll show you the next step of how to roll it and bake it. So stay tuned, guys. We're just releasing the dough from the top. And the good thing about a Thermomix, it's not hard to wash this bowl at all. It has a self-cleaning function. So after I've got all the dough released out of the thing, I'll put it on pre-wash and let the machine do the washing up for me. How cool is that, guys? So once I get all this dough out, I'll come back after an hour and I'll show you how to roll it. Okay, so we're back now and the dough has doubled in size. So we're going to tip it on our bench and we're going to roll it out. So here we go. Help it out a bit. So now we're going to cut it. And we're going to roll each piece. As thin as possible. And then we're going to put
melted butter. Short side. We're gonna roll and stretch. Roll and stretch. And then we're gonna cut it in the middle. And then we're gonna roll again like this. And we're gonna put it in our prepared tin, just like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish them off. And then we're gonna let them rise in the muffin tray for another hour or two until they double in size. And then we're gonna bake them. And then I'll show you how I fill them up. So I'll show you one more. So roll that thinly. Brush melted butter on top. Roll and stretch. Roll and stretch. This dough is extremely soft, so pliable. Just cut in the middle. And then roll again. Just like that. So now they have risen in the muffin tray, and we're going to bake them for 25 minutes until golden. And then we're going to put jam, and if I have Nutella, I'm going to add some Nutella too. So I'll show you what the result is like when they've been baked. So now I've taken them out of the oven. Some are overbaked, but they're still soft and fluffy. You need to wait till they cool down, and then I'll fill some with jam, some with Nutella, and then put icing sugar on top, and then you have your cruffins. Maybe one more Nutella. So you kind of get the drift of, you don't have to put the filling in, but tastes better with. And then the final touches will be the icing sugar. Just like that. And add some strawberries. Some berries. And serve. And you have yummy cruffins.